Hello and welcome back to the grand finals of TNE on this Saturday afternoon now. So the two decks that were the talk of the day. Argenport Minotaur, sometimes with fire, against Midcrag. This one with a Nico Tread combo.
Apologies,
Ultimately,
a correction there. This is FJS, not pure Argenport.
correct. It's Argenport with fire splash.
Yes. Well, Jez's version in particular is also running Display of Ambition, which is really good for when those matches go long and grindy.
Right. Yeah. So Jez, clearly deserving to be here. Did a good job defeating Gozu last round, and now once again the same match. Midcrag with so basically Kennakrag. So we'll see how Jez is able to take this match, except had to handle this match, except this time with a Nico Tread combo built in.
Yeah, Kennakrag, Jess's deck is sporting 4 copies of Varbuk, which is actually probably the cleanest answer in the format to Kenna, possibly. Not only that, but we might see Eileen put in a lot more work in this matchup since Jez is only running 2 copies of Annihilate, and the only other somewhat clean answers to Eileen in their deck are the 2 copies of Stonebreaker Bow.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if Eileen doesn't shine here, the question is where? If not now, then when? This is like the deck that basically has a fairly small selection of answers to her, and if she can't pop off now, then I don't know what she's about.
This is definitely one of those matchups where if Eileen shines, then you can see why she's in the deck. But if she does not, then it's one of those moments where you start questioning if the slot is worth it.
Yeah.
We see Mail here with a pretty slow hand, but they do have a lot of great setup here. Primal Etchings make this seat come in undepleted, so they can know when to hold them, and they have assembled their Nico Tread. Meanwhile, Jez taking it easy, playing some depleted power here. Jez's deck actually has some very, very light influence requirement, despite the fact that it's a tri-faction deck. It is fundamentally a justice-heavy deck. The requirements are double shadow, double justice, double fire, and a single shadow, which definitely help in the fixing department.
So Jez electing not to go with the Tavrod requirements. Okay, so Enforcer comes out, silences the auto tread after only 2 iterations of the Nico Tread combo.
Yeah, Jez here deciding to take the auto tread off the board as early as possible. And there we have Eileen, and we'll see how she fares. Jez not having any real answers to her right now. The Decro Conqueror will be able to remove her Aegis, but not much else after that.
I mean, after that is you stun her with Magnum Ventress. And then you have another 2 turns to think about it.
It is also possible to keep up Display of Ambition, and when Eileen gets her frenzy buff for the turn, you can kill her using that. So Mail can possibly exhaust the Eileen for market and discard the sigil to Jack if they want to present more board threats here. Not sure how good that is though.
Jack isn't dealing with this Decro. And in fact, every single threat in Jez's hand just does not die to Jack or Kenna.
Mail's market here, Obstructive Flicker, Icebolt, Mirror Image, Elemental Fury, Helio, they might just decide to go for the Ice Ball to get this Decro out of the way as fast as possible, start pressuring Jez's life total right away. They instead decide to go for a mirror image, likely doubling on this island, and they decide to also etchings for going to the market once more for Helio to basically refill their hand, possibly next turn.
I don't think this is going on Eileen. I think this is going on. I think this is intended for Helio, but I think we're going to see Black Book discard it first, unless Mail, plays it on Eileen before the Black Book can discard it.
Yeah, Mail seemingly trying to outvalue the FJS deck. Not sure how viable of a plan that is, taking in consideration cards like Black Book.
Okay. Interest and okay. Okay, we see Helio.
Helio comes down here.
Draw 3.
So Jez very possibly drawing undepleted power means they can go into an exploit Decro turn again, killing the Helio, and also disrupting Mail's next play, which is a devastating turn.
Painful. Helio just drew 3, so now you have your pick of the litter for the exploit. So if you don't take mirror image here, it's going on Helio, and Mail's drawing 3. Is getting another Helio and 3 more cards for that mirror image. You know that's happening. You absolutely know that's happening. If you don't take the auto tread, though, the Nico tread combo is back online, and that might be bad news. Instead, Jez goes for the crafty.
Indeed. And
right, because double Decro just kills
double
Helio.
Decro. The amount of pressure that double Decro generates on Mail's board, which Mail's board is already not really equipped to deal with the units that the FJS deck generates.
Yeah.
Not on a great foot right now.
No, FJS, Skycrag, especially without Permafrost, has trouble with high health tough units, and we're seeing that on full display here. The bullseye, the auto tread.
Yeah, we are really seeing the consequences of Mail choosing not to include more targeted interactions such as Permafrost, such as Display of Survival in their deck.
Right.
We're gonna see a couple more iterations of the Nico Threat combo. This Eileen's ultimate will get discounted quite a bit.
Even Nico got sent to the market, is it?
Oh, is Nico not in Mail's Void? That is quite unfortunate, actually. So we might actually see this mirror image get played on Eileen instead after she attacks. That is indeed the case. And this Eileen will have her full stats and refreshed Aegis.
Oh, Channel the Tempest is online, I think, for both of these Eileens.
Indeed, this is this might actually put Mail back into the race for this game.
Yeah. So next turn, channel one of these Decros, and then deal 4, and then auto tread it for the
channeling one of the Decros will only deal 4 damage, actually. As Mail's hand is currently empty.
Right.
So we're gonna see 2 Decro pops here, and again, Mail just applying more and more pressure to Jez applying more and more pressure to Mail's life level.
Yeah, this Eileen has to chump block. You can't take 12.
Indeed. Decro also quite good against auto threat. It can keep the unit in check even as it begins to go.
Right.
Mail thinking a lot about whether to put this Eileen in front and decides not to block, going all the way down to 1.
I don't understand how that possibly
Channel the Tempest here from Mail. Mail able to get another Frenzy trigger of the Serpent Hive and another trigger of the Torch. Is this lethal? I think this might actually be lethal. This is indeed lethal. Lethal from Mail with the Frenzy triggers on the Eileen. We were talking about Eileen having to prove herself in this matchup.
Okay. Eileen just showed, it's possible.
Absolutely explosive turn from Mail with the double Eileen taking the win, the unexpected win from under Jez's feet.
Yeah, Jez had it all but wrapped up. Mail at one, a couple of Eileen's, with Mail empty-handed, and then one ultimate later to draw into a little more gas, and then, yeah.
Yeah, Mail proving once again the old modicum, winning at 1 life counts the same as winning at 25.
Yep.
And,
on to game 2.
On to game 2. This is shaping to be a much more exciting matchup than I thought. I was thinking that the FJS deck would have the clear upper hand, but the Nico Threads Skycrack deck putting up a very, very real fight.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like the way Mail built this deck, it can kill you out of a from a surprising life total, because you think these mid-crag decks, are fairly slow to close out games, which, it still is, but the amount of burst damage that can pump out, pretty impressive actually when everything does come together. Ultimately, though,
you do need to draw those frenzy payoffs, and you do need to draw those frenzy triggers, and sometimes your deck will fizzle out, but when you do build that hand, it doesn't even have to be perfect, just good enough, it can have an amazing potential.
Definitely. Jez, I think, with an excellent draw here. Turn 1, Seek Power. Turn 2, Vine Grafter. Turn 3, go to the market, if worst comes to worst.
Absolutely, really good. Mail, very, very hard for them in Skycrack to have a very clean answer to Vine Grafter before it can go to the market.
Yep. Skycrack's answers to well, I mean, there is the Auto Tread.
Auto Tread, potentially very powerful play here, indeed.
Well, you don't want to throw a 1/1 Auto Tread against
Decro deck, yeah.
Yeah. The Auto Tread, do we see it burn 2 cards? We do.
That seems to indeed be the case. Vine Grafter has such a high ceiling in this matchup, but I do not think it's reasonable to keep it alive if you can avoid it.
Right. So instead of going after the Auto Tread with an Enforcer, Jez elects to go for the hand with an Exploit. Is going to find another Auto Tread, and then Eileen, Jack, and Primal Etchings going to take the Eileen. Probably a rough memory from last game. The pair of Eileens just. But here's the Nico off the top, and this Auto Tread is going to grow to some big proportions here.
Well, this Auto Tread is growing to exactly Display of Ambition's preferred proportions.
I mean, look, there's another Auto Tread in the wings, and if Jez wants to burn his whole turn on taking out this Auto Tread, well, guess what? There's just another one there.
Jez, if they decide to wait and kill the Auto Tread on Mail's turn, they do have a clean answer to the next one. However, they decide to fire it off right away, not risking any potential counter spells from Mail. Mail choosing to lead with an Eileen. And Jez here drawing Varbuk, which is actually kind of a blank against Eileen, especially as they are on the back foot in the life total race.
So, okay, come out.
I see Jack come down here, generate some frenzy triggers for Mail as well as a treasure trove. Eileen coming in for 5. Jez with another
Check in hand.
book. Jez is likely going to Valkyrie Enforce the Eileen here, trying to do their best to stop Mail's aggression. Oh my god, etchings here. However, Mail cannot etchings and Jack in the same turn with the sigils. They have to play the sigil in order to play the Jack.
Power.
Actually, quite a complicated turn for Mail here. I think you always want to attack into this board state, I believe.
A 3/3 silence to Eileen. You know, trade my 3/3 blank for your 3/3 flyer. That's a good trade. Sending Jack, I'm not sure about that.
If the Jack is blocked, you can send out the other Jack, which can give you some advantage. Mail choosing to go to the market for an Ice Bolt here, however.
Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable, I think. If we see Black Book come down, but going after the Decro with the Ice Bolt immediately is Mail.
Not taking any chances, especially as Mail's units will grow back, and he will be able to once again start applying heavy pressure on Jez here. Jez with the Stone Scar Bow top deck.
This has to go after the Eileen. If you don't go after the Eileen now, she's going to swing back.
Indeed. Jez will be able to create some board presence with the Varbuk. However,
so Varbuk first.
This is 3 damage to Mail's face, and Mail has the Jack ready with the sigil in hand. We're gonna see 4. Lethal. Never mind.
Yeah, sigil Jack.
Mail taking over the TNA Spring Challenge 6 with a clean 2-0 over Jez.
Yeah, congratulations.
Wow, I did not expect that result.
Yeah, that first game, apparently you just have to go even deeper on the frenzy package for Eileen. It's not just, oh hey, you play Eileen with a torch and a Jack. It's you have to go deep for her to pay off. And
yeah, no, every card on Mail's deck list really proving its worth. Even the 4 copies of Serpent Hive just proving how important every one of those frenzy triggers is.
Absolutely. If you're going to play frenzy, you need to go all the way in on the frenzy.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations to Mail, and congratulations to everyone else that also made top 8. Reminder that we will be off next week as the Eternal Championship qualifier is on at the Direwolf at Direwolf Digital Twitch stream. And next month's event will be the Expedition format.
Yeah. A reminder that next week is the Throne Open, so there is no Tuesday Night Eternal on that week. So enjoy this week, get ready for the Open, and
go jump some more Throne, and hopefully earn them big bucks.
Yep.
And we'll see you next month in Expedition. Hopefully just as exciting a format with all the changes from Unleashed as Throne has been this weekend.
And with that, we'll be signing off.